Welcome to the January 29th, 2016 edition of Colorado Inside Out Postgame, a special web exclusive production here on Channel 12. Let's get a quick take on Commerce City reaching a $262,000 settlement with the owner of a dog who was shot by city police, what's being called a landmark case for animal rights. Officers involved said the loose dog was running aggressively towards them, but a neighbor's video shows that the dog was shot 5 times as it was running away. Patty Cahoon from Westward, that is a lot of money for a settlement. I'm a dog lover myself, but I was very surprised that amount of settlement. Were you?
Yeah, that is a big settlement for a dog. And here's the interesting thing. When we do stories about horrible things that happen to kids, you get much less attention than when you're writing about horrible things that happen to dogs or cats or any other pets. There's just some way people are able to grasp what's happening to the animal more than just the horror of the kids who've been shot, as we've seen, by cops across the country. In this case, it does seem a little excessive if the animal is running away, but I haven't looked at the video, so I can't say for sure just how threatening the animal was before it ran away.
I've seen the video, sadly, and it does show that I think the police were certainly at fault, but still a lot of money. David Copeland from DU Law School and the Independence Institute, you're one of our 2 esteemed lawyers at the table. When some people were talking about this setting a legal precedent because of that amount, I didn't know really what to read into that. What's your take?
Oh, I think it does. And settlements, of course, don't set a legal precedent in the sense that a future court has to follow it. Mm-hmm. But it's like contracts in professional sports. If one player's getting so much, for a .290 batting average and 12 stolen bases in the season, then a guy with a similar record is going to say, well, I ought to be getting about that as much. And so this will have national implications. That is a lot of money, but I suspect, without knowing the case, and part of the reason for a settlement is so the public never does really find out about the entire case. My guess is that the lawyers for Commerce City would not have settled at that amount if the only thing was an unjustifiable shooting of the dog. My guess is there's a lot of problems with training or with cover-ups or honesty and maybe going further up the command line. I don't know. But the amount tells me that there's more to this case than just mistaken judgment in a few seconds in the part that's on the video.
Penfield Tate, attorney at QTAC Rock. David brings up a good point. Do you think other cities are seeing, this city just paid out over $250,000. Hey, maybe we should look at our training standards. How are our police officers looking at situations like this?
No, David's exactly right. The number is not reflective of the value of the loss of life of a pet dog. It reflects, number one, the impact it had on the dog's owner and perhaps their grief and everything else. But it also, to me, signals there's something wrong in Commerce City. They know that there is a bigger problem. I don't know if it's the disciplinary record of the officers involved, the failure to take disciplinary action in the future, and these are repeat offenders, a training issue, chain of command issue, perhaps people not being truthful and forthcoming in terms of what happened. There's a reason the number's this big in this sort of case. And David's exactly right. It's not because of what we know. It's because of what no one wants you to know. And so it will signal some things to other area police departments. Hopefully it may signal how people take a look at when, the lives of people are lost by unjustified shootings.
Here, here. Mike Ciccone of the Keystone Policy Center. How do you think other cities are going to respond when they see a number like this, a substantial settlement?
I mean, if nothing else, this underscores the value of good judgment and why city police departments and county sheriff's departments should be looking at the character and the judgment of the people they hire and put in these positions. That's an expensive dog, and that's a big settlement. So hopefully there's a lesson learned and future incidences can be avoided, but the value of good judgment in the age of citizen video, priceless.
Priceless indeed. That's all the time we have for Colorado Inside Out Postgame this week. Leave us a comment, tell us what you think. For everyone here at CPT12.org, I'm Dominic Dezzutti. Thanks for watching.